Last weekend, last Saturday, in fact, the World Amateur Championships, the 16th, finished in Baku, Azerbaijan. We had something unique. We had three boxers in the final on the night. We had Andrew Selby at flyweight. We had the super heavyweight Anthony Joshua, who's been on this show loads of time. We had another kid in there. Ron Bodie just mentioned it. A kid that's already got a European gold. Already got a European gold. He's got other top tournament silvers and bronzes and golds. He is an exceptional fighter. Unfortunately, he was narrowly beaten by a Cuban, a big, tall, extreme Cuban. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, we went about 2 decades without any of our fighters competing with Cubans, let alone nearly beating them in the World Amateur Finals. Anyway, he lost, but you know what? He's still at the Olympics. He's number 2 in the world, or some people might even consider him number 1. I'm delighted to say that Luke Campbell joins me now. Good evening, Luke.
Good evening, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Luke, first of all, what was it like when you looked out in the finals in Baku after all those fights and you looked across at about a 6-foot-tall, awkward, skinny southpaw? It was like looking in the mirror, wasn't it? Apart from the fact that he was black, apart from that, he was you.
Yeah, apart from that. You know, they're all there to be beat at the end of the day. No matter what size they are, you know, if they're at 56 kilo, my weight division, you know, they're there to be beat.
He was exceptionally tricky and fast and slick, Luke. Do you think that you just, you know, you had 5 bouts leading up to the final?
Yeah, that was my 6th fight in the final. And
a really hard semi-final. Do you think it maybe took a little bit out of you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, each bout, you know, your boxing's the best in their country, so each bit takes a little bit out of you.
Of course.
But, you know, in the final round, my mistake was I started off a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Let him get the upper round in the first round. But, you know, me and my team thought we brought it back in the second round. I thought we levelled it out. And everyone had me winning the third round comfortably. So I thought I won 2 rounds out of 3. But, you know, my mistake for starting slow.
Yeah, because he racked up some points. The way it works in amateur boxing nowadays is that it's about how many rounds. It's not about how many rounds you win. It's about how many punches, you know. But the thing is, Luke, I mean, you reinforce your position as one of the world's top 2 boxers. You're in great form. You've lost, what is it, twice now in about 3 years or 35 contests. So you've got a week off. You're going towards London 2012. Can you allow yourself to dream about Olympic medals, Luke?
A little bit, you know. I'm obviously, it shows you where I am at the world stage. But, you know, I need to keep focused and just keep doing of what I've been doing and concentrate on each tournament at a time as it comes. And not get too far away, not carry myself on too much.
You know, when you talk, I don't know who's, you know, who your coach, Mick Bromby's your coach, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Mick will remember, I've known Mick for years, Mick will remember a period in the 70s and the 80s when, you know, we couldn't win a bout at the Europeans. We never even sent boxers to the Worlds, so they were too good. I mean, did you ever talk to Mick about what it was like then, compared to what it's like now?
No, I haven't really said much about the back then, but I've heard a lot of stories. You know, the Russians were stopping everyone, and the Cubans. That's just the way it was back then. But you know, we've got really good. Luke, we've got fantastic, mate. We're like the second or third or fourth best nation in the world, aren't we, at the moment? I know, it's unbelievable.
Now, does that come across? You know, when you go away, do you go away all expecting to win? Every one of you expects to get a medal.
Well, you know, we don't go in the tournaments to add the numbers up, put it that way.
That's the truth.
You know, we go there to, well, me personally, I go there to win it. You know, you've got to be confident and believe in yourself, and just go out there and do your best, really. But you know, I hope for a gold every time I go into a tournament.
Yeah, and the way you're going, you almost do. So just give me those stats again. What are your stats the last 2 or 3 years? Is it 26 fights, 27 or 28 with only 2 defeats?
Yeah, I think it's 29 fights, and I've had 1 bad decision.
That was in Turkey, wasn't it?
In Turkey, yep, against a Turk. And then, and then I had a close fight in the final, but apart from that, I've won the rest.
And how many gold medals have you won in different tournaments from the Europeans and even the smaller ones? What have you won? Or
in the past year and a half, I've won about 9 gold medals and 1 silver.
Oh, listen, you know what, Luke? It's a pleasure talking to you, mate.
Yeah,
we wish you the best. We'll speak to you later on. We'll speak to you a bit closer to the. We'll speak to you a lot closer to you know, something that you're going to next year. Okay, enjoy the rest of your year. Luke Campbell.
Thanks for having me, Bunty.
No, it's my pleasure, son. See you soon. Top man. I tell you what, you know, when you watch him, it's like watching the best Russians and the best Cubans. And he's a kid, you know, Luke Campbell. He's been in the studio. Ah, yeah, I do like him. He's a really, really nice boy. Now, another